Hello. Hello everyone. How are you doing? Hello everyone. Hope you are doing well. We are back with amazing session today by Pranav, which will be telling us how we can submit and participate in the Kaggle competition, which is hosted by ML Nasik. It is a competition for crowd detection, and we have created this competition for the Kumbh Mela, which is going to be held in Nasik. So yeah, we are eager to invite more participants and enjoy the competition. Pranav.
Hello, Vedant. Thanks for bringing me here. And as you said, we are here to discuss about the recent Kaggle competition which ML Nasik is holding. And yep,
Yeah,
I will suggest you to ask me questions and think from a beginner's perspective. So it might happen that I miss out some things. So you may guide me or let me know what things people actually have doubt with, and
yeah, for
that
sure.
can actually help uh, uh, participants to submit and give a successful solution on in Kaggle competition. So let me check. Are we live? I think that is for
Yeah, yeah,
now.
we are live.
Okay, cool then. Mm, Fine. So, uh, the goal for today's session will be we are going to see how you can actually make a submission in Kaggle Olympiad, and um, we will just like see the whole workflow of how you are going to create a notebook. The data set is huge, so do you need to download it locally, or you can just work on some environment like Google Colab or Kaggle notebooks. So all these things we are going to cover. And yep, Vedant, keep an eye on me and keep asking me questions so I don't
Yeah,
uh, miss out some of my points. So let's get started. Hello, Yash. Yeah, yes, thanks for letting us know we are live. Uh, yep, cool. Let me present
we
my
can start.
screen.
Yeah, I will be in the backstage.
You can stay with me anyways if you need, or you
Yeah,
can
in the
move to the
backstage.
backstage too. Fine. So Vedant is gone, and let me see if everything is working right. Vedant, are you able to see my screen? Yep, I can see my screen is visible. And so yeah, this is Kaggle, and ML Nashik is holding a competition which is called Kaggle Olympiad, and we have 25 days to go. So you guys can go and make a submission over here. So as Vedant explained, that this competition covers the Kumbh Mela aspect of Nashik. So every 4 years, Kumbh Mela is organized in Nashik. Not every 4 years. I'm not really sure about this. Vedant, you can correct me on this. So yeah, we have Kumbh Mela organized after frequently in Nasik, and uh, the next year will be 2027, and uh, the aim of this competition is to train a model or to have a model which can predict the number of people given any specific frame. So if you go through the training data which we have provided over here, you can see this data set has images in which there are some people. So the aim of this competition is use any kind of approach, whether it's supervised, unsupervised, whichever works well for you. Use any kind of approach and train a model which is able to count the number of people given in a specific frame. Hope that explains the problem better. And then you have a test data on which you actually need to make a submission. So you train your model on this, fine, and then you have a test data in which you count the number of people and make a submission. So your submission file is going to look something like this, that it should have a mapping between the index of the image. So suppose this image is 1501, and then you need to show that okay, what your model predicted. So this is a sample file, so it has some dummy values. When you will do actual model training and actual predictions, over here will be the value which your model predicted for that specific image. So like this, you have code, you need to like predict some count for 500 images, and finally you will be able to make a submission from this button. So let's see how we are going to make a submission. So today, to demonstrate you guys how you can work, I have created a notebook in which we can load the data set. So just go to competitions tab, and I will recommend you guys to use Kaggle notebooks for any training purpose. And uh, like it's up to you. If you need, you can download the data set from here, and data set from here, like whichever file you want, you can download it from here. You can do download all too, and train your model locally. It's up to you, but I don't like I always prototype and build things on Jupyter Note, on Google Colab, and Kaggle notebooks. Jupyter notebook is local, and sometimes it gets hectic when the data set is huge. So in this case, we just have 86 MB of data, which is fine. But most of the times, you may not have the enough memory or capacity to train models locally and test them. So it's good that you create a new notebook from here, and this notebook automatically attaches the dataset to your uh, working environment. So you don't actually need to download the model. The even download the dataset. The dataset is directly attached to your notebook. So I already have a notebook uh, which I'm going to demonstrate over here. So let's go to my work. I just created a notebook over here. See, you can see this is a competition notebook. It has a competition data set attached to it. Let's move to edit. So okay, let's comment this out, because what it does, it will print all these 1500 images for me, which I don't want. In this notebook, I am just using the unsupervised approach. So I'm not going to actually train the data. I'm going to use a YOLO model to directly go and predict the number of people. Let's see what accuracy I get. So let's make some imports. Uh, as I said, I will be using the YOLO model. So these are the libraries which are essential to run YOLO. Ultralytics, which maintains YOLO. OpenCV is for image processing and stuff. And Pandas is finally for handling my CSVs and all that stuff. The -Q flag over here is for quiet installation. So it doesn't give those big logs and outputs. Let's make our imports. So let's create some of the constant variables in capital letters. So you can go over here and copy the path of my test directory, which I have tested over here. I am keeping some dummy thresholds and output CSV. So whatever predictions I get, I am going to store in this CSV called people detection results. Let me see whether I am on track. Yep, looks good. Hello, Vedant. Um, and yep, Vedant is telling me that Kumbh Mela occurs after every 12 years. Thanks for correcting me there. I also know, but sometimes I usually forget. So we are using the YOLO A10 model. So over here you have choice of models, whichever you can use. I found the YOLO A10 uh, very good for the use case right now because I just need to demonstrate. I don't want myself to get some good score on this Kaggle competition because yep, uh, that's for you guys to figure out and find the best solution. So I'm using the YOLO A10 model. It's some 6 MB small size model which gets the task done. And then I have a people detector class which initializes the model and saves the model. It has processing stuff, all that stuff. I've got code gen tools working day and night for me. So this is probably Gemini writing this code for me. And then let's load the detector model, and then I'll just like um, I have created this class which basically returns a data frame of predictions. So let's provide it with the single image path and let's see what it gives, what output it gives. So yep, so you can see it has gives me some output. It gave me, okay, the YOLO model was able to find 8 people in the images. What was the confidence score of each of the image, how many boxes and all this stuff. So yeah, I mean, for a single image the YOLO model is able to find some people. And what I'm going to do is do some batch processing on the directory and process all the images, all the 500 images. So as I said, I am not doing any kind of fine tuning over here or any kind of training. I am just going through the unsupervised learning approach where I'll go through those 500 images and ask the YOLO model to predict the number of people uh, it found in those images. So the batch size was 25, so it is processing 25 images. I think it's the progress interval. Uh, so once this is done, I'm renaming the people count. So you guys might have seen here that it gives output in people count field as a Python dictionary. So what I'm doing over here is renaming the people count to count because that's what the sample submission says. So your submission should be similar to the format of sample submission. So over here it is said that it should have the count column. So yep, I am creating the count column over here. So I will be renaming the column and creating a simple df. Let this process. Till then I have got some side hustles, side course. Back to this processing is completed. uh, let's see what this has came up with. So if I do simple df dot head. So right now I just have the count like whatever my model predicted. So for the first image it predicted 16, for the second image it predicted 13. But the idea over here is you should have ID which should map with the specific image index. So for here the image index is 1501. So I need to like change the index of this data set to actually match with this. So let's do this. Yep, over here you need to have ID in capital letters. The sample submission shows ID in small letters. But while I was testing, I found out that the ID field should be in capital letters. Then only Kaggle is going to let us make a submission. So all this done, let's save our results. uh, and you can see your saved results over here. So you can see these two files which I have saved are now present over here. This one is something I would like to submit on Kaggle, while the other one is for testing or debugging. So the other one gives a more detailed output. I'll show you by loading both of them. So if we see the results one, um wait. So this was intended to have the capital ID. Um, Let me check this out once. So if I see my simple results, simple results dot append. Yeah, it has the capital column. So let me create a data frame out of it that will get the things done. So I think I have a missing code format here. This should work. Yep, we solved the issue on Go. And then let's see if we are now able to make a difference. Okay, good progress. What? Index 2 to include the ID as index.
Mhm.
Let me. So what we can do over here is simple df dot to csv, and let's create a new submission csv. So you need to be specific with whatever columns you're including, because Kaggle won't accept any column like it should have count and ID inside it. So let's load this now and see whether we are on the right track. Makes sense. Wait, let me download this and check. So yeah, you just need to download this, and once this is downloaded, you can go on Kaggle and make a submission. So let's try whether I am able to submit this notebook or not, um, this submission or not. Let me. Um, I've downloaded this somewhere in my system. Let me view this once. Okay, I think this should be good to submit because on my system I'm able to see all the columns correctly. Let's see. So I'm the file which I just downloaded right now. I'm trying to submit that. So yeah, you can see previously I made some submissions and it said that ID column not found. So you need to be specific with whatever columns you have, and you can just make 5 submissions in a day. So okay, we have an error again. Invalid submissions, columns found 2. Uh, we need to inspect this. Let me check by downloading this once again. Or you can just edit this submission files uh, via your any CSV editor. That will also help because pandas has been uh, very different lately from the past in handling columns and indexes. So yep, what I'm going to do is use CSV editor to edit out this CSV and make it in correct format so I can actually make a submission. So let me do that. I'm saving it as people results, people detection results, and that should work. Uh, just a second. We are on the way. Okay, cool. Uh, let's see if I'm able to make a submission with the correct format. So yeah, using a CSV editor, what I've edited the columns to have the ID and count column in specific format, which Kaggle needs. Let's see. So, yep, you need to have your columns named correctly as well as the indexes. Then only Kaggle is going to accept your submission. Otherwise, it will just reject like what happened over here. So, hopefully, this should work. Let's see. Yep, you see, I have made a submission and a pretty bad score because yep, I didn't do any kind of training or anything else. So uh, I was able to make a submission with this file. Uh, Let me show you how this file looks, so that will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Let me share my entire screen, so that will help. Remove, stop screen, present, share screen, entire window. Yeah, so you need to have the ID and count. The problem with pandas was it was adding one more index over here, which Kaggle was denying. So if this is the format of your submission file, so columns ranging from indexes ranging from 1500 to 2000, and every image and the number of people your model found in it. So this is the way you need to make a submission. And once you make a submission, you will be evaluated over here on the leaderboard. So you can see we have many people doing some good scores on the leaderboard, and then I'm here with a bad submission, probably very bad. I think Vedant was also testing with me, so we both have the same score. Uh, so this is the way, and once you win this competition, I think Vedant might have something for you guys to give. Vedant, are you here?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Hello.
do you have anything for the winners to give, or
Like that was my question to you. Like my first question was, what are the tips for winning this Kaggle competition?
Yep. So probably we are going to give Hall of Fame for the winners. So the winners will be appreciated on our LinkedIn, WhatsApp group, and then we have competition host medals, and we also have event being scheduled. So the winners will be felicitated in that event too, which is built with AI. So if you win this competition, you get a chance to get some exclusive swags from us, and of course, you get the recognition you want. So, yep, this is the way you can make submission on Kaggle Olympiad. And if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. We will be hosting another session again if there are doubts. Um, that may solve further doubts, because I think once you guys start making submission, you may have more doubts. So we are here to help. Feel free to reach out to Vedant or me or anyone in the community. You can start discussions on Kaggle too. I would suggest to like publish your notebooks on Kaggle. So
Yeah, you can add in the code section as well.
yeah, so you can publish your notebooks over here. So let me see how I'm able to publish.
Yeah, and you also get stars for publishing a notebook, like
Yeah,
bronze
so
star based on a
you may
notebook
get some
performance.
points, and you may actually help people out with your approach. So if I Unsupervised YOLO. Unsupervised YOLO. The title cannot be okay. And then you can just go and share your notebook.
Okay.
See. So people will be able to see your work over here. You can instead of having discussions on WhatsApp or Discord, you can have discussions over here. So things stay organized. Yep. See,
And we
you
can
can
also
see.
know what discussion is going.
Yes, maybe a discussion can help someone else, or it can solve a problem for other person. So, yeah, this is a community competition. So, build in public, submit in public, make your submissions in public, and show your solutions and flex your solutions too. And yeah, so we have the leaderboard over here, and hope to see some of you on this leaderboard making some submissions. We still have 25 days left. Uh, yep. So hope Vedant I answered most of the questions, and that helps the community.
Yeah, like I have one question like that will be asked. Think like what other models can be used for training and how we can get better accuracy.
Hmm. So right now I followed the unsupervised approach. So over here we used YOLO, which is a pre-trained model. So maybe using some good versions or higher versions of YOLO can help. So we have YOLO 11, and then you can use the high or the most parameter version of it. So I'm not sure
Okay.
what number of parameters YOLO has, but
Hmm.
the one which I was using was just 6 MB small YOLO model. But you can use YOLO with greater number of parameters, so it may be able to give you good results. If you want more fine-grained control on your model, you can go with Keras. So Keras has many
Layers.
classes which you can use. So you can use VGG16 architecture, you can use the CNN architecture, and have a more fine-grained control on what kind of model you're training, because we have a training data set. So you can use the training data set and train your model on that, and you can take a look. The best approach I think over here is, as we have a very small training data set, the model may not generalize better, because 1500 images is not a sufficient data to train model, and we
Hmm.
just have the same number of images every time. So what you can do is take a YOLO model and fine tune that on the training data set, so you can actually get some good results. So yep, I think that answers that. Fine tuning will be a good approach. So take a YOLO model or mobile net or any kind of model which you like, or which is already pre-trained to identify good number of things. Just fine tune it to predict the number of people, and that may give some good results. I'm not sure what people top on the leaderboard are actually doing, but this is something which may give you good results. And yeah, if anyone does this, they can publish the code on the notebook section, so that may actually let me verify that is
And
this
one more
approach.
question can be like, are we providing any certificate for this competition?
Certificates, I think Kaggle provides one once the competition ends, or that shows on your profile that you participated in a competition. So that actually gives you some kind of credibility.
Badges are also there.
Yes, you get badges on Kaggle as well. So that's something you can post on LinkedIn, or that may help you in your data science interview. So you can have some talk with the interviewer that I made a submission on a Kaggle
We
competition,
can also
and
add it into our resume.
yep, you can add it to the resume. I won't add it to the resume unless I win. So yeah, if anyone wins, please go forward and add it to your resume.
Yeah, like
Yep.
There are no questions in the chat as well. So,
I see. So hope that solves most of the questions and answers how you actually make a submission on Kaggle. Uh, so I think we can wrap up with some good music on the background. Let me see. Is this good?
yeah, like soothing.
No, wait. Let's have something.
We want something exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, as always, this one is good. So see you guys. Bye bye. Hope you make a submission on
Uh,
Kaggle.